Hi everybody. I am coming to you tonight at 2:30 in the morning. Au natural. Totally me, all natural as I am today. I'm trying to make a point. This is about the O'Reilly factor crap with this McDonald's ad. It's so ridiculous because the whole thing's stupid, but it's also just the fact that it's an issue at all. That, oh no, I'm not comparing anything. I said, no, ultimately, when you say, oh, well, you are advertising for gays or the LGBT community, well, I guess you have to advertise for Al Qaeda. It's so extreme. And it's the fact that it could just be done and it would be controversial at all. That wouldn't just be, what the hell are you doing? And that's my problem with it, is that he can say this, and there's not all that much repercussions. He probably even got more ratings for the hate. It's got people talking about it. Look at me. But it's really becoming an issue for me about how we're treated in media. You know, I used to argue that maybe it's best that, you know, at least we're getting press and everything else. But something I didn't realize, and maybe no one does until you're in a position like this, is just how much is against us in this world. I mean, you can talk about it, you can make claims, and you read about it, but when you finally, you know, go out and join the LGBT community, it's right there. Suddenly you're seeing things. You're seeing jokes on South Park. You're seeing, I don't know, Jerry Springer. You're experiencing people coming up to you and judging you because of what they've seen on porn on the internet. To the world, it's like being a freak in a joke. And, you know, just deliberate ignorance on the concept that we are people is astonishing. Just a casual remark like that shouldn't be controversial. It should be, wow, you're an idiot, and have it done with. It shouldn't have to be this issue where people end up talking because so many people feel that way. So many people feel that's appropriate or even funny to compare the LGBT community to Al Qaeda, or that it's astonishing that there could be an ad aimed for a sizable segment of the population. O'Reilly was like, oh, well, it's only 10%. Mr. O'Reilly, that means that 1 out of every 10 people you meet, 1 out of every 10. Do you meet 10 new people a day? Then at least one of them is likely to be one of us. Think about that. And since those numbers are incredibly inaccurate, it's likely a lot more. just going in and seeing how the world is really working when it comes to us. It's been a really big slap in the face. I've been lucky myself. I've had wonderful people. I've had a good family. And I do my best not to think too much on what could happen. But the fact remains, I could, go out there and there's a very real chance I could vanish. I could just be gone. No one might ever find me. Or I could be scarred, or any number of things. And you can, and I hear people say things like, oh, well, it could happen. And everyone takes risks, constantly doing everything. Then why do we have this extra risk? I've heard people say things, well, I've read in a forum and things like that, we have it no worse than any other small group. And I'm not going to claim we do or we don't. But I don't think it's fair to gather any group and lump them together and try to say it's all the same all the way across the board. Every minority suffers from different levels and different acceptance and different placements. And right now the light is really starting to shine on our community, the LGBT. And so suddenly it's becoming very, very visible. As I said, it might also be just because I'm in this community openly now. I'm looking around, I'm watching. It's just, how can people just say things casually? That's an it. He's a fag. She's a monster. They're evil. People make their whole religious experience about hating us. How could you take something as beautiful as that and make it about hating us? Wow, this really got on a lot of subjects. Really, it's the only good thing that could come from this idiocy is that O'Reilly's idiot comments could at least make people think about what's really going on and not just the people involved directly. And people just looking at this would go, gosh, maybe I should think about this. What he said seems really stupid. Instead of just laughing or ignoring, pretending it doesn't exist. Because it does. It does exist. That type of hate does exist. And you know what else exists? Love exists. And we exist. And we just want the same love that everyone else gets. We're just people. Be nice. It's easy. And we appreciate it. And despite it all, I love you all. Goodbye.